waiting for, the ASEAN Unifest 2025 award winner announcement. This year, as the MC already mentioned, ASEAN Unifest received an incredible 150 film submission from 43 universities across 7 ASEAN countries. We are very proud of this, and all competing in 8 major award categories. Each film captured the soul of our region, stories of our identity, resilience, hope, and transformations, told through the eyes of talented young filmmakers who continue to inspire us all. Before we reveal all the winners, let's take a look at all the shortlist films of each category. First, the Change Agent Award, celebrating films that highlight impactful initiatives and efforts that advance the Sustainable Development Goals. And the shortlist for the Change Agent Award, the nominees are
It's supposed to be case when you return to after all day of work. Investment dari Karim mengenai ini bahwa masalah bersama dan masalah bersama yang berkaitan
orang-orang ada itu gimana gitu. Memang banyak sekali ketakutan mungkin sebagai aset owner ya, karena kan
congratulations to all nominees. Second, the Advocacy Award, recognizing public service announcement and films that powerfully communicate and advocate for positive change. And the shortlist of the Advocacy Award, the nominees are
Wah, ada lain. Kenapa? Ayo suka dari pertama.
It's supposed to be case when you return to after all day of work. Investment dari Karim mengenai
There's something here for every movie lover.
Alright, to kick off today's Aiffa roadshow, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with the ASEAN Next Gen Frame Forward Forum where stories, screens, and voices of tomorrow begin. Of course, now before we begin the forum, I'd like to also invite the panel speakers who will be joining us on stage for this specific forum. Now, I'd like to first introduce on stage, we're going to start with Miss Hinia. Kita dalam Miss Hini, Miss Hini Ayu Rosita, the lecturer, Faculty of Communication, Design and Information Technology, Segis College, Surah. Yeah. Alright, next we have the program coordinator, cinematography program from Unimas, Mr. Alim Azrajali. And rules on tomorrow begin. And we would again like to introduce the panel of the speakers, but let's just go to our respective seats before we begin. Now, I'd like to today we have 3 amazing speakers joining us for this forum. I'd like to begin first invite Miss Yini Ayu Rosita. She's a lecturer, Faculty of Communication, Design and Information Technology. You can have your seat back, thank you so much. Next you have the program coordinator, cinematography program of UNIMAS, Mr. Alim Azrajali. Welcome. Sit wherever you are comfortable, sir. Can't, no problem. And last but not least, I'd like to invite Dr. Alexander Mabi Arwat, the Public Relations and Digital Communication, LSPR Institute of Communication and Business. All the way from Indonesia, nice. Wow, how are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Mics are working. Now let us all start with a very light opening questions. This is to all the panelists here today. Now you can just share to all the students of the audience here today, how would you describe today's creative generation in one word? Should we start with Dr. Alex, perhaps, our guest?
This generation in one word,
One word.
creative.
Creative. Creative is the answer. So Dr. Alexander describes the creative generation as creative. Now what do we have?
Is that might be a bit metaphor. Flute. Why flute? Maybe I can explain a little bit about flute. A flute is something that can flow in the air, in the water, in the oil. It's because also the young generation nowadays, they don't want to static with the one lane. They will always want to mix with everything. For example, that they mix the art with the technologies, the meaning with the media, and all, and also even they try to blend the VR with the technologies, right? So that is one word for me. Fluid, always growing, changing, and also always surprising.
Wow.
So
that-
basically, sorry to intrude.
Go on.
So basically, they're very adaptable.
Yes,
This is correct.
Wow.
Think beyond classroom and to turn ideas into impactful digital stories.
Alright, so this question is often to us, and it's a very good one, because of the when the students studying in the higher educations level, they have like talent, they have the practical skill, they have also communications, and all of those skills we have to develop it, and then we have to prepare it for the future and their own benefit, because we know that what is the reason why they want to go to these studies, that they want to work, okay, for their own future. So as an educator, I think we take this very serious because of what to create the creativity and also to let them to things beyond of the class is very hard actually. Okay, and then we as an educator we have to inject some things inside the student itself. All right, how is that? Without them realize that we as an educator we try to make them understand about the process first. The first is that the process we call as, if let's say we teach them the videography. I'm pretty sure that if let's say have the mass communication and creative multimedia student over here, one subject that make us different is the videography. Okay, because I teach both of this program before. Alright? In the videography we have pre-productions, we have productions, and also we have post-production. Am I right, cinematography lectures? Alright, so for the pre-production process, first is that we have to teach them in terms of the theory and the practical skill, how they want to do this, what type of the ethic that you have to follow, and how you want to record the video, what type of the tools that you want to use to do the editing. That is the theory skill, which is pre-production. Alright? And after that, it's very rarely for us to ask them to do individual assignment, for example. We assign them in the class. Alright? And then in the class, in the
Especially with the Western influence, like the woke culture, the social justice point, and it's like the old traditions, values are actually being replaced, especially when we see all of the contents. It's like, for example, they took everything out of context, the Black Lives Matter, the Me Too movement, or maybe like, for example, like gender equality. So body positivity. So they took everything without context and they created some campaigns, some short movies about being victims. So they are now, the Gen Zs are rushing who get offended first.
Alright.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So we as lecturers, we have the challenges like how to give our student some perspective. It's just like, it's a very hard perspective.
So, I mean, it puts pressure on the student, but at least the student know this is basically how the real world will work. Okay, basically we train the student. Okay, so in class, if you're with me with academia, with academician, we might go soft with you, you know, but then it's not entirely true, you know, because when you go outside, because most of the local film industry they are more from private, so money talks, you know, so they're not going to be soft with you. So one simple mistake, basically, you're going to be out from the work, you know. So that's how, I mean, that's how academia and also film industry can work together. Basically, training the student. Okay, so improve what is supposed to be improved, like the tools. Okay, and then what is going to be in trend. You know, so for example, if we do market survey, if we do research, you know, and if we do further sort of like not premonition, but we do sort of like what is the trend using this method. Okay, we know what's going to be happening in the future, what's going to be trending.
Is there any changes in terms of the filmmaking, the direction? Because previously I was very into, for example, Apa Dari Cinta, Pembunuh Violet, Johnny Johnny, all of this. So I see there's a shift in the filmmaking. So what's your opinion? Thank you.
What exactly on this one?
I learned a lot, especially knowing about AI. So I didn't know AI could really affect it.
This Aiffa program lah. And yeah, hopefully they can have a great time and learn from all of this.